Attitude is everything, dude.
Sunday day morning for me, Jesus, I tell you. I'm Roughriders. And another thumping. Another thumping. I know we're short of guys, but we got thumped. Injuries don't help, but I got thumped. A lot of, I can't believe McKay, Henry, unreal. How can you go offside? You can't go offside when you got him 2nd and 10. Twice he did that. And then on the goal line, they go offside on the goal line. Like if anything's touching green, their hand, their helmet, you know, you can't be up touching the green. They got their hand in the green. Like, my God, a 5-year-old could teach a 5-year-old faster. That's just bloody stupid, you know. And then Cody got banged up. That's what we had to do to Colares, get him knocked down. But we couldn't get to him. Yeah, I think he'll probably, you know, like if he's any concussion at all, if he can't practice till Thursday, Harker's gonna have to start. I think it's an early game. Toronto we play next. But, you know, we'll be hurting. I don't know what they're gonna do for defensive backs. Gainey and Purefoot can't come back. That's another thing that pisses me off. You know, I can't believe that O'Day didn't go after that Moncrief. Like, we're already short so many guys. Like, he wanted to play up here, so, you know, we could have got him. He'd have helped the situation back there. You know, we're still okay with receivers. That was the only highlight of the game, was that shake and bake. He had some nice yak yards. He's a Canuck, man. Pretty sure he is. Yeah, you know. And another player I don't understand why they're not playing him is McRoberts. What's with that? Maybe he's one of the guys that can't get vaxxed or won't take a vax. And then Leonard, we lose him because he won't take a piss in a pail. Like, how bad is that? Can't pee. Guzzle 7 Gatorade, you'll be alright. Yeah, actually, I wanted them to put Harker in earlier when they were ahead that one game, and so he could have got some reps. I don't know why the coaches don't, once you're up about 25. Mind you, we almost lost the game. Maybe that's why. But he did all right, you know. And our running game, that was one plus. You know, we actually at the first half did pretty good, and Powell was doing good. A new guy, what the hell starts with an M? Let's forget his name. But our offensive line, they suck. That game, a lot of times, like, one time Harker went back and he couldn't even. There's 2 guys right on him. He had to throw the ball down. You got to make some block. You know, man, like they were on him in 1 second. You got to give him seconds. Oh well. See what happens next game. Our Hughes will probably feast on him. Mind you, he's not been playing that good down there. One thing that really pissed me off in that game, though, is when Harris didn't get booted. When there's that many guys, you got to keep it even. You can't tell me, well, Danson Dembski, when the guys got thrown on the ground by Harris after he ripped his helmet off of him, and then Danson's in there pounding on him, like, why isn't he even ejected? They could have had 3 guys, as far as I'm concerned. But they take 2. Then they don't take baby Harris. Ah, that was sick. You know, and then yeah, you know, everybody blames Prulo, but I think it's just been bad reffing all around. We're not the only team that gets blasted with bad reffing. Well, don't know what the Roughriders are going to do going forward here. Going to be real interesting. You know, we got to try to keep pace. I'd like to get second place, but that's not going to be easy now. Now with all these injuries, look what we started the year with. You know, there's only 2 practice sessions, and we already lost those 4 guys with Achilles. Like 4 guys before you're even off to the races, off to the real pounding. You lose 2 guys, 4 guys. I think there's 4 guys we lost. You know, it's been a lot of injuries. You know, and what are they going to do now? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They're going to have to figure something out quick for that backfield. Nobody can come back. That's for damn sure. You know, they might have to convert one of those, do a Jonesy. Jones was good at switching. Look, everybody was mad when they switched Willie to defensive end. Now look at him. Yeah, it's another beautiful day today. Right, it looks like he might have found a squirrel back there. We're going to see a lot of changes in that depth chart next week, I bet. I don't know, that depth chart's going to look a lot different. It's going to be interesting because it's a short week. You know, what are they going to do? That'll be interesting. I'm nervous now for sure. Like second place, first place, I don't think we'll ever catch Winnipeg. Not unless someone can knock Claris out, and he's one ding from getting knocked out. So, you know, that's why no one wanted to take a chance on him. He had a few chances. And Winnipeg took a chance. I thought no way, but he's proven me wrong. But I tell you, he's only 1 shot from getting banged. Look at Harker. Fajardo, you know, bang right in the chest. That was a clean hit. You know, he hit him right in the chest. The only thing you could call him for maybe spearing, but what are you going to do? You got to let him play. Yeah, it's really turning fall here. Every day they're getting redder and redder and yellower and yellower. Yeah, and I can't figure out the CFL's reffing. Not just the reffing on the field, the command center, the whole setup. Whole CFL officiating thing's just crazy. They fined for throwing his gloves in the bloody stands. And Willie, he's throwing everything in the stands. Nothing there. You know, they got 2 sorts of justice. You know, like that command center. First time ever that I've seen them call offside after a play. We got a big play the game before, and they call offside from the command center. I have never even heard of that. You know, can you tell me where the command center, how come they couldn't see Harris throwing that helmet and throwing him down to the ground? You know, this doesn't make sense. You know, we're not the only teams that are getting screwed. I don't care. I watched the next 2 games and they weren't much bloody better. A lot of shit calls. You know, and the worst one for us are, he challenges that pass interference. Dickey. Gainey did the exact same thing the game before. When I went to the command center, they said, yeah, it was pass interference. It was so close to the same thing as unreal. And what did they say? Review, no, bloody call on the field stands. And I was getting frustrated. I'm not really one for blaming the refs. You know, if it's bad, you gotta beat the bloody refs. That's all there is to it. You know. Sometimes you can't overcome them, I guess. Like everybody after the Harris couldn't get booted. You know, even Dickie said, he doesn't usually say too much, but he said it after. A little surprised. Well, it's gonna be a tough game next one. I'm really nervous. I didn't really expect miracles against Winnipeg yesterday, so you know, they're just a better team right now, I'll tell you. That Big Hill, man, I'd like to have him. Oh well, can't get them, all of them. One thing that made me laugh last night in the Calgary game, old Dickie, Calgary Dickie, he tore into Bo. Yeah, they went at it a bit on the old bench. And I don't blame him. Bo was sucking. You know, I can see why the trade rumors might be out for them trading him. Offnagel sees it writing on the wall, and that backup didn't do him any harm. I think that's why Bo decided to come back early. Oh, my leg's not hurting me so bad. You know, I can play, but he smartened up after that too. You know, what does our Dickie do? He goes and pats Henry on the head. Well, I don't know. I think I went over there and more than patted him on the head. You can't keep blowing it. You're supposed to be one of the vets. You know. Yeah, each to their own. We had one of those coaches that kept saying, "Way to go after you make a crop play every time." I can't believe Moss he's been keeping pretty controlled. You know, you don't see too much of him. His ears used to turn red every second game in Edmonton. Well, that's it for today. The walk for today, right? Yeah. That's the Rider Man out. Till next time. I'm real nervous for this next game. Chat with you later.